Let's go.
Alright, y'all, we're back in it. It's Zelda's birthday again, bro. It's been a while. Sorry about that. We're in the gold Skulltula house. We're gonna see if this is what we need to do next, because after this, I kind of have like no other ideas. It's been a while since we played some OOT. Feels good. Not quite. I might have to backwards walk up here. Nope. When you got it, you got it. Hit the eyeball. Made a platform. Can we shoot through here? Hopefully we don't need like Din's fire or something. Nice. Okay, it's going to be interesting to see how much of this is filled like with Majora's Mask assets, or if it's like completely redone. Man, just kind of getting this in OOT at the time is nuts. Man, it feels so good to play OOT again. Sweet. Alright, let's check it out. Do we need to be a Deku Link? Or is it with the jars? Yeah, it's with the jars. Don't need to be the Deku, this is the one on the beach. There's a lot of bugs in here. A lot of spoders. Get off this drum. Not good for the drum head. You can't be making spider webs. Now, I wonder if that spider was on there because he couldn't figure out how to function the spider coming out if you roll into it. That may have been like a unique Majora's Mask thing. So it's like implied that he's in there. Hit him with it. And up here, this guy's like, he's upside down. It looks like he's on the ceiling and not on the rail. Wonder how many there are in here. Probably like 30. I think there was 30 in the first one. We're not in a particular hurry, because the moon's not going to fall. I don't think anyway. I hear them all over the place. I don't see them. It's like the scariest things, bro. It's like roaches. Like... Like, I don't know if y'all ever had, like, roaches before. You see one and you know you're, like, cooked, right? You see one, you're like, uh-oh, I gotta get some roach traps. There was one time in a house Molly and I were in. And it was so gross. And we called an exterminator, I kid you not, like 4 times to come out, right? To get roaches. Because we saw one and we saw a couple and we knew, like, alright, there's gotta be more. If you see a few, there's always more. If you see one, there's always 100, right? In the walls. So we call an exterminator 4 times to come out. He comes out each time, sprays the... It hit a web on the other side. He sprays, you know, the outside of the house, and he lays like bait traps and stuff. And does his little exterminator thing. We had to call him to come back 4 times total because every time it seemed like it got worse. He's like, oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better. You'll see more of them because they're going to be dying, right? And, like, that kind of makes sense. You'll see, like, the dead bodies. And, oh, and the alive ones come to eat the dead ones. And then the dead ones get the poison, too. And don't worry about it. So, he's like, call me in 2 weeks. So, it gets worse for, I kid you not, like 3 months. And then one time, we don't see any roaches. And we're like, hey, I guess it worked. We don't see any roaches. We go to make dinner, and we turn on to preheat the oven. We turn on the oven, and in the, you know how the oven, it was an electric oven, but it was like a modern electric oven. It wasn't like, oh, with the stove top on top of it that was, you know, has the coils or whatever. It was like a really nice, like, I guess it was a smart oven. We never used a smart feature of it because we were too dumb. But it's like a really high-tech oven. And it had a little a thing on the front, a screen on the front with like the time, and you could like program things. We turn on the oven, and I go to check the time on the oven, just like, oh yeah, you know, it says it'll be done in 10 minutes, so that's when. And then I see like the numbers glitch out on the oven. And I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. Like it's even like a digital clock. And it glitched out and I was like, that's weird. But you know, I'm not gonna sweat it. The oven's still turning on. It's doing its thing. It's doing its vroom vroom thing. So I walk away. I come back when the oven's preheated, and you see on the screen in the oven a bunch of tiny roaches like scurrying for their lives. They're like on the inside. They weren't in the oven, like in the hot part of the oven. They were in like the screen in the electronics of the oven. It was so gross, bro. They're like, oh, hey, a guy's freed. They were on the inside of the screen of the oven, like with a clock. And when I thought like it was glitching out, that was actually like, I thought later like, oh, maybe it was like a roach on the wires or something, like messing with it. Nah, it was just straight up like these little black body roaches, tiny ones running across, tiny ones running across the numbers, and it made it look like they were like glitching out, like, you know, phasing to the left and the right and stuff. Oh, it was so gross, bro. So we were like, so they must be behind the oven, I guess. The exterminate. I mean, that's a common place, right? It's warm there, and they could be, you know, they can kind of hide there really well. So they're in the electronic components of the oven. They weren't on the inside where, you know, you put the food and everything. But we were like, we're not going to risk it. We're not going to risk it. So we went to the store. Went to, I think it was Home Depot, and we got our own roach traps. and bro, we got like I kid you not, like 15 of them, and we laid them everywhere. We put like 4 around the oven, in on the counters and in the drawers next to the oven. We covered that kitchen, bro. We put, you know, a couple in the bathroom because they do like water, so they go to like, I'm sure that they go to get like water from the shower and stuff. But we surrounded that kitchen, bro. Like that kitchen, no. Anyway, 1 week they were gone. Never came back. They're just gone. I guess they all just died in the wall. Died in the walls. And that was it. They were cooked forever. Can we climb this? What am I looking for here? I feel like I should be able to get on top of these books. Who lit this candle? Who set the mood lighting? Oh, it's lavender. How relaxing. Do we need a... Don't tell me we need... Oh, hold on. We have bugs. We're going to drop them and then pick it up really quick so we can, like, keep our bugs. So, yeah, I don't know why you know, I heard stories about exterminators, like, they're funny. I've heard stories, like, there's a famous trumpet player. He's, you know, he's gone now. New Orleans named Al Hurt. And he was this big guy who was a killer trumpet player. There's no... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, there's no spider, really. He was a killer trumpet player, like one of the best. He could do classical, he could do traditional jazz, he could do, dude could play anything. Dude was a wild monster player. You gotta look him up. Al Hurt. And he was an exterminator as his day job before he made it big. He has like a doctorate in trumpet performance and playing with all these bands, but, you know, you still need a day job, until you make it. So he had a day job as an exterminator, and the story he told in an interview once was, he would go over to people's houses, like little old ladies' houses, and their houses would be pretty clean, right? He'd just do like some routine spray, and what he would do is he would scam them. He would straight up have like a little bag of like baby roaches and like put them in a drawer in the kitchen and be like, oh ma'am, you have a roach infestation. And they'd be like, oh no, and they get business like that. That was the first thing that went to my head when it's like, we called this guy 4 times and we handled it, I kid you not, in like a week on our own with a bunch of roach traps from Home Depot. But the exterminator couldn't do it. Anyway, the curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's your reward. Yo, we got a big wallet. Adults are allowed to carry a lot of money. Now you can hold up to 200 rupees. So yeah, there's my bug story. That guy was definitely like, he was probably planting roaches in the oven. Or like planting them outside the house. Alright, we're at a lot of spiders here. Oh, we can climb up this. I'm trolling. See, I remember there's a way to climb up some of these in Majora's Mask. I was getting carried away talking about roaches. Where's the thing? Where's the token? There we go. Got it. Nice. Hello. I hear you, but I don't see you. Alright, let's get out of here. Ain't nothing left here for us. Hopefully we don't need all of them. But it's an old school hack, so we might. This is the way out? Yeah. So let's turn around. It's kind of cool that the gold spider curse house turned into this. I like that thematically. I like the thought that the people here like succumbed to their curse and ended up becoming one with the gold spiders. And we could still free them, but like, you know, the gold spiders already have their hold. Made their house into their own base. Alright, so we were up there. Let's explore down here. Whoa. The family's in here. The Megaton hammer? Can we get the Megaton hammer? Oh no. Want to hit this guy. Are we tall enough? There we go. Yeah. We'll get rid of this guy. No! Not Uncle John. No, Uncle Tony. What are you doing? That's our family. You monster. Can we can't even enter this room with fire. Because we have to open the door. So there's got to be something else we got to do. Can't get into the fireplace because water temple shenanigans here. A good way to keep out. Alright, we'll be back. Didn't know we need the Megaton hammer. Oh, do we have to do the combination? Hold on. No? Alright, we have to come back here later. It'd be nice to take this fire into there, but we can't because we have to like use our hands to use a doorknob. So Link's stick will go out like this. He puts it away. Now if it were a door that like went over our head, lifted up from the ground, Link would keep the stick. So we can go between rooms. But when we gotta use our hands to open it up, nah. Whoa. It's a Goma! Alright. You have one bottle. Don't mess this up. Oh, hello. Alright, they're gonna take a while to kick out that spider, so we're gonna just smack this guy a couple times. And gold spiders take a lot of HP if you hit them. I played a few randomizers in the past where gold spiders have just killed me. Like their spawns are just random. And they're like, you know, you like jump on a box and there's just one on there and you whiff it. You have 3 hearts and the gold spider just takes 1 heart and just kills you. Like the gold spiders actually hit really hard in this game. Is there a hammer in here? Oh. How do we get up here? Usually we use the hook shot. Maybe we could use this way? Go up this milk crate. Hey, there we go. Nice design. Secrets. It's a little bit of money. No hearts. Feels bad. Alright, well, let's see if we got enough. Maybe one of the guys in there will say, You saved me! Have this hammer. You never know. Oh? Why didn't we hear his box? Alright, now we gotta like open every jar. Because there might be a spider in a jar that we don't hear. Such a cool area. Okay, this is kind of our only hope. Oh, thank goodness, we got one. Please give us a Megaton hammer. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. Oh no, the Stone of Agony? Oh, we're cooked, dude. I don't know what to do from here. I can't even get this. No, we don't have Din's Fire. Don't have Din's Fire? Don't have a Megaton hammer, which I guess we get as a kid. I kind of remember that for some reason. Maybe we could hit some of these guys down. No? They're supposed to fall down when you hit the table. They're out there just big chilling, I guess. Alright. Can't even get them? Huh? Oh, are they normal Skulltulas? They might not be gold. They don't look gold from this side. This angle. Maybe we like throw a bomb at them. No, sir, I'm trying to attack the spider. Not talk to you respectfully. Maybe they are gold. Okay. We don't have bombs. Brother. Oh. That was weird we hit him. Alright, let's go. Inconsistent jank hitboxes. Boomerang has no idea how to get up there. We'll have to kind of cheese it. Can we cheese it? There we go. This was made in like, what, 2008 or something, by the way? 2006, 10th birthday of Ocarina of Time. Kind of crazy. Oh, it's really up there. Looks like it moved. Can we reach it? What's going on here? It's like glitched. Sir. Looks kind of glitched. Come on. Alright, let's try to re-enter the room. See if we have enough to make him turn to normal. We might not. Dang. Not only do we not have enough to turn him normal, but we couldn't clip through there. That's what I was trying to do. I'm really just trying to get this guy up here. Sir. There we go. Nice. How many do we have? 25? Alright, do we get any reward for 25? Let's leave and see if he turns normal. Please be like, oh, I got this Megaton hammer for you. And then, oh, here's Din's Fire in the fireplace. With a bunch of magic. No. We got 3 hearts, though. That feels bad. Okay, so this is not the move, I guess. I was afraid of this. No. I guess this is not the play. Alright, maybe I'll go to Hyrule Castle and see what's going on, because I don't think we can get to Death Mountain yet. Maybe there's something we missed at Hyrule Castle, now that we have the slingshot. Alright, let's go over there. Beautiful sunrise here. Man. Really amazing what they did in 1996, huh? We take it for granted now, but seeing like you're running on Hyrule Field and you see the moon go down and the sun come up in like, you know, fluently in like a game like that, fluidly. Man, it's so cool. Okay, so you're watching all these kids, you're stressed, understandably. Not a lot of kids, but maybe that's why you're stressed. All the kids ran away. You should have at least 5 hearts before attempting the second dungeon. What does that mean? I don't know, I'm just a kid. Okay, well, we did the second dungeon. You'll never guess what happened. Yes, that's right, my gift for Zelda was stolen, and... yeah, it was stolen by a Keese. Gee, you sure are real good at guessing. Not any Keese, a scary fire Keese. I was in Hyrule Market when I found a Zelda, the perfect gift. It was an antique handcrafted ocarina. Okay. Very old, very expensive, a gift truly fit for royalty. Anyways, I was admiring the fine purchase when the fire Keese flew by and grabbed it right out of my hands. What, you don't believe me? Okay, maybe it didn't grab it out of my hands. Maybe it scared me and I dropped it and ran. Anyway, the details of how I got the ocarina aren't important, okay? What it did with it is, I chased the Keese into the Hyrule Castle ruins and watched it fly straight down into the... Okay, so we did this before. We tried this before. Last episode, before I went on this big, like, journey around the world. And I tried to jump in there and it didn't work. So maybe I was just, like, not in the right spot. Why did I take this job? Because you need money, lady. Sorry. So maybe there's like a spot we have to jump in at. I wonder if these bones know anything. The Keese just flew in there. Maybe... maybe we gotta like follow the Keese. Do we have to kill all the Keese? Maybe that's the thing. Alright, maybe we kill all the Keese and like a bridge spawns. Why is there a chicken? Why do we hear a chicken? Alright, there's a third one right here. There are more Keese. How do we get on this side? Oh, my bad. There's a fence up there. Maybe there's an eyeball switch somewhere on one of the back of the pillars. We gotta kind of explore every nook and cranny here. Unless we gotta like backflip. No. Do we have to side hop through here, maybe? Is that the move? No. Alright. We can shoot through here. Maybe we have to kill all the Keese. It's looking more likely now that we have to kill all the Keese. Of course we triggered this one. Maybe there's only 5. Hopefully it's not like the wolves where there's like 13 of them. Actually, there was more than that. There was like 50 wolves. Or there wasn't that much. Probably around 25. At Lon Lon Ranch. Like a moth to a flame. Coming back to his spot. Where you going, bud? Uh-oh. Where you going, bud? Drop the gate. There we go. See, it's only been like, oh... 20 years since I played this hack. So I don't remember. Some of it's still stuck in my memory. I don't remember as much as I should. You know, come to think of it, I don't even know if I ever beat it. Because it's not an easy hack. There is a chicken. Oh my gosh, I actually remember this. We have to take the chicken and fly to the center. I actually do remember this. I thought this was so cool as a kid. As a kid, I mean like an 8th grader. Like, this was so gnarly. We gotta take the chicken and we gotta jump and we gotta land in the middle. This was like 2006, but oh no, I cooked the camera. No. Hopefully it's forgiving. It's not. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, this time we're not going to try to hit the Z button and get the camera behind us, because we can't change it back if we do. So we're going to kind of let the camera do its thing. Actually functions perfectly for this. That was weird. I dropped the chicken for like a frame. Alright, here we go. What? Do we have to be holding the chicken when we go in there? That was like dead center. Alright, here we go. First try. First try is the charm. We're gonna hold the chicken while we go down. Maybe it's one of those. If the chicken's not in hand, you're cooked. That's whack. Alright, y'all. We're going to end this episode here. Bottom of the wall became bottom of hell for me, and it whooped me like 10 times. So we're going to end this here, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, guys? Thanks for watching. Bye. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to the members. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Whether you're a rock star, a superstar, or an all-star, everything you do is appreciated. Alright? Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the emojis and the YouTube perks and the Discord perks. And if that stuff sounds kind of cool to you, check it out in the link below. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.